happening? What's happening? Welcome back. Welcome back. It's your boy, Chris Diggins. This is Black Conscious Convo, where conversation rules the nation. Action speaks louder than words. How your mama doing, Ethan Hunt?
Everybody's good. Mama's good.
We got our director back here, Jameer Young. How's it going, Jameer? How your mama doing? Look. Welcome back to the show, my guy. Man, oh man, Ethan Hunt. I gave you a little sample of what we was gonna be doing earlier.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm trying to be honest. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a little bit, what is it? Interviewer.
Hey, when I seen it, what you sent me, that's when it went to professional level right away.
Oh
Not
my
saying I
god.
wasn't taking it serious before, but when I seen the layout, I was like, yeah, it made me feel like I was coming to a real legitimate situation.
I appreciate you, my guy. I
Hey, I
appreciate you, my
appreciate
guy.
you.
I'm
I
trying.
appreciate you, man. No, you ain't trying. You doing.
Thank you. Thank you. Honestly. It's as you know, it's been a long road travel, a long road travel. How about you? Um, a lot of folks don't know this interview tried to go down on fan base the first time.
Yes.
Fan base got some work to do, y'all. I'm not saying it's a bad place for us. I'm saying it just got some work to do. They doing a good job. We need to be able to connect other platforms to it so we can go live to it. Like I'm using Restream.
Okay.
Restream allows me to go to YouTube, Instagram, and to Twitch.
Basically everywhere.
I mean, everywhere that allows it to be
Yes.
connected. And
Yes.
one of the things, I don't know if they're working on that or not because, this is Black History Month.
Yeah.
So, we want to promote Black entertainment and so
Yes.
forth.
Yes.
Look, I normally shout out a dispensary or two. We're normally smoking, right?
Yes.
However, this episode, your boy is in a 90-day cleanse. Um, last time you seen me, I was 260.
Mm. I wasn't paying attention, man. You can tell me, but I mean that's on you. I wasn't paying attention.
Got you.
I'm
Last
proud.
time
I'm
I was,
proud of you doing your cleansing, though.
yeah, I was 260. Now your boy is down to 243. I think 240 somewhere around there was the last time I checked.
Okay.
Beyond that, it's crazy that you are part of that legacy from George Washington that helped win that state championship.
Yeah, I was at George. George played Rangeview last night, and we went. Me and my boy went. Me and my boy Bruce went to go check out the game, and just all the tradition in the building. Walking in, and I seen. I got a niece and a nephew, and they was there, and they was asking, "Yo, you went here?" And I walked into the trophy case, and the name is still in there. The names are still in there, so it's forever, man. And it's good to be a part of the tradition. Hopefully, they can get another championship because they won a championship since we went back to back in 92, 93, and then no 91, 92, and 92, 92, 93, and 93, 94.
What was the mental toughness in that locker room?
Man, that's why we won. Honestly, we was young dudes, but we was a family, and we did everything together. So it was all for one for all, and we really when we left basketball practice. First off, we went to school, had classes together, but we believe from practice and go to Skyland. I call it Skyland.
Right.
It's officially changed now. It's a Hiawatha Recreation Center, but when I was coming up, it
It
was
was
Skyland,
Skyland. Yep.
and I call it Skyland, and I have a bar where I say. Park with a hill. Park with a hill. Skyland full of stars.
Yeah, because you also are an artist
Yes,
here
sir.
in the Mile High City, sir.
Yes, sir.
You we I worked with you on your first project.
Yes.
I can't remember specifically how many tracks.
14.
Oh, 14
I mean, we
tracks.
did about 20 tracks, but I took 14. We used 14. So both my releases is 14 tracks.
Got you.
Don't want to make it too long because I know about the attention span, but I got something to say. So 14 tracks.
Got you.
Yep.
One of your tracks is so relevant like right now.
What track you talking about, man?
Hype. I don't know if people I don't know if people know that song like that, but it's HYPE. I did it is the song that I used for your promo.
Yes.
Um did you think that like when we was working on that track, did you think that it would be so relevant in today's times?
Yes, because if you ask me, we make timeless music. So I don't care what's going on, man. If it was 20, 30 years ago, what we're talking about, what I'm talking about in that song is really right now what's going on as far as the hype and what can live up to the hype. But it's like I say, the hook is sleep all day, party all
All
night,
night.
don't come home until you see the light. Some say you wrong, some say you right. It don't matter because you caught up in the hype. And the media and everything hypes everything up, and then we get caught up in it, and we try to we chase the hype.
Oh yeah. It's amazing that in general I listen to that song at least twice a day.
I listen at least 4 times a week, just driving to work and driving home because
It's in the playlist.
yes, and it's just a real track, man.
I mean, I've got so many different playlists
Yeah.
on YouTube Music. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Even though I'm maxed out on everything, I'm gonna tell you, Apple fails when it fucks with Jimmy Iovine and the music. Period. Point blank. Apple completely failed and dropped the ball by allowing him into their space. Period. We had variety. We had so much before that, and that was one of the biggest failures in music.
Yep. Because now artists make tracks to go to a playlist
Correct.
instead of making tracks that they feel. And so instead of an album, you get a playlist album basically where it's not a theme on the album. It's just playlists trying to get songs, and the songs are. Have you noticed the songs are getting shorter and shorter?
Oh my gosh, we're not even gonna talk about. We're gonna get into that because we also have to talk about the pivot of you being the artist
Yes.
and how the kids are looking at you
Yes. Yes. Yes.
as an artist
Yes.
after being such having such mental fortitude to make it in sports
Yes.
and then transition into music. How do you feel when it comes to the kids and you doing your music now?
Um, I feel blessed to be around the kids, and what I try to do is not even mention, my alter ego basically, which is Ethan Hunt. They know me by Mr. Bennett, and I try to be real with them. And in fact, I am real with them. And a lot of the boys have heard my stuff, and I don't think they're at an age where they can understand it because it's major lyrics and it's self reflection.
I want to shout out, not to interrupt
Oh, you
you.
good?
I want to shout out how you said alter ego.
Yes, yes,
Whereas in people don't grasp what that means. Yes, you have this name
yes,
that you are born and given,
yes,
but there is this individual that you said alter ego that you know when and where to be this person.
yes.
I want to commend you on that because once again, people don't understand who Sasha Fierce is.
Come on, man. And you have to tap into a different entity when you're doing something else.
Yeah, I mean,
Same thing as me playing basketball and tapping into a personality. But 1996, we went to the movies, me and my boys. And as soon as I heard, dun, 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 I looked at them and said, "Hey, man, I'm Ethan Hunt." And they all laughed like, "Oh, man, shut up, Dave." And from 96, from that point forward, everything was pumping Ethan Hunt.
how is Bruce, by the way?
Oh, man, that's a whole nother episode story in itself. My boy Bruce Mingo, 1998 was convicted and he got life in prison.
Yep.
And we never thought we'd get him back. I never thought I'd get him back. And in 2023, he got out of jail. And since he got out, man, we just been catching up, doing everything that we would have been doing during the old times in the new time. So I'm just so blessed to have my boy back, man. I was when I was driving here, I was thinking about him because we went to the game last night. So Bruce is fine, man. He's out just living his life, man, and I'm just proud of him, man.
Look, it's amazing to one know that this individual had such a motivational influence on your youth and on you maintaining being strong and making it through.
Yes.
Shout out for leadership.
Yeah,
Like,
MINGO. And MINGO is his last name. And, I'm a teacher, so I made my brother Dorian. He took Mingo and made it into an acronym, which stands for Master Information Necessary for Growth and Opportunities. And that's the pitch that's the acronym I use with the boys, and they don't even understand what they're doing or what they're learning, but they're mastering information that's going to be necessary for their growth and opportunities. And we got that from Bruce, just because of his story in itself. And so it's like a shout out to his story, because I feel like he was the only one that could have went through what he went through. If it was any of us, of his other peers, it's no telling what would have happened.
I you know, I say that same thing when it comes to me growing up. Um, Shout out to the individuals that was there for us when we was growing up.
Yes.
Diggins, y'all already know Diggins family. Y'all already, we do our thing all the time. Y'all know, but we don't shout out individuals like the Lucas side of my family. That was part of my changing of all of my anger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, you said anger. I think in so many cases we're raised, and that's why I said tapping into an alter ego. Sometimes you got to use your anger, man, and channel your anger because it's needed, and you can't be as far as being calm. Sometimes you need to get animated and get hyped up, and so sometimes I think anger is necessary, man.
You said that to me the other day. You was like, you need to stop being so humble. And but I used to turn up so easily. You know what I mean? Like I said, shout out to my family, to the Proctors. You know what I mean? Jayla, Marcellus, Jenica, Auntie, y'all all helped me to be something that I am now. The Wren family. Um, let's not even talk about the Greers, the Yarbers, the uh finding out that the Hortons were your family. All of these individuals that made me into a better individual. Tulo.
Yes.
Let's not even talk about how
And that what you're saying and all the families you saying, it makes me think about the it takes a village. It takes a village, and back in the day, it took a village, and the village was respected. And now it's like people get offended when the village wants to help. They want to do it themselves, and like I said before, it takes a village. It took a village for me to get to the point I'm at, and it's for me to keep growing. It's gonna take a village.
my grandfather, I use this as an analogy. My grandfather was one of the wisest individuals that I know. He told one, he was a Jehovah Witness. He wasn't a Jehovah Witness the whole time.
Okay.
It was after they had moved here, and I don't know what happened.
Yep.
Right after he got out of the military, they helped build Fort Carson.
Okay.
But one of the things that I used to ask him, why don't you believe in dinosaurs? And he said, one, because I don't know how to read. And he said, only thing I know how to read is the Bible and the newspaper, and everything that I know, the words that I can recognize word wise.
Okay.
So he was self-taught at being educated when it come to reading.
Yes.
But that was his thing. He would read the newspaper every day, and he would read his Jehovah Witness Bible.
Yes.
Now, one of the things, I have this book right here up here.
I was noticing when I sat down.
Huey P. Newton.
Yep.
One of the things that Huey did growing up was taught himself to read, because his brother,
Okay.
his older brother, was educated, and he used to love that, but he couldn't read
Yes.
in the beginning.
Yes.
And he says this in this book. I don't know if a lot of people know the history of some of these individuals.
Yeah.
He was a light-skinned man
Okay.
who had a dark-skinned best homie, and they created the Black Panthers.
Panthers. There you go. And it's funny you say read now and self-taught, because that's what's plaguing our young boys.
These niggas can't read.
And yell at Chris, it's two different things. It's reading, and then it's reading to comprehend what you're reading.
Oh my God. Yes.
So Words are spells anyway already. So they can't read, but then they can't even, if
Seen
they
that.
can read, they can't comprehend what they're reading. And so I don't understand. I'm working middle school. I don't understand how a young man gets to sixth grade and he's reading at a third grade level or a second grade level.
The average American is as smart as a third grader, and that
It's
is
disgusting.
still the statistic, if not lower now, because when you can't comprehend a 3 and 4 syllable word,
Yes.
so there's a problem. We in our community still have an issue with the word ignorant. You cannot tell black people to this day that you are ignorant to some of the things that we should not be ignorant to. They think that you're calling them a cuss word or
A
something.
cuss word, or we're in an age now where, oh, you hating. And it's
Oh
like,
my
nah,
gosh.
I'm not hating the truth. I'm telling the truth. There's another cliche. And I'm gonna keep saying cliche because I call this the United States of cliches. They have a cliche for everything. Good things come to those who wait. The early bird gets the worm. They have
Not
some.
what you know is who you
Not what
know.
you
It's
know.
not
It's
where you're from, it's
and
where
see.
you at.
It's not what you know, but who you know. No, it's who likes you. Because if the people like you, the stuff that you do, you can get away with. We're seeing that in today's times now too.
Yes.
If you can make money and do something for people, they'll cover their eyes and act like they don't see what's going on. And as soon as they don't like you, they're gonna stay. They're coming. So the United States of cliches because it's a bunch of cliches.
You see what's going on in the so-called house of houses.
Yeah, of course.
um it's amazing that there's so much I will play blind to the devil.
Yes.
Not saying that these individuals are the devil. You have individuals playing blind to the devil.
Yes.
Deception and confusion.
Yes. But chaos. This is built on chaos. Chaos controls everything. They're trying to they put the chaos out there. They already know what's gonna happen. It's
Oh yeah.
play by play, but it's just chaos.
Look, you look, hold on. We can keep going into this. We can
Yeah.
keep going into this.
Yes.
Let's get these things in here before we, you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Got you.
Um, what do you think about the Nuggets right now?
Um, Too many injuries, and I feel like when it comes to sports, that's what it is. When the playoffs come, who has a full roster, who's healthy, and Watson just went out last night.
Oh my
His
gosh.
hamstring, and Gordon's already out with his hamstring. Jokic has already missed time. So in so many senses, it's good because the other players get to get minutes and get experience. But then we want the full roster. So I just hope heading into the playoffs that they can get a good seed and that they're healthy. If they're healthy, man, they're a threat. It's just all about health.
Right now, the Denver Nuggets are number 3 in the West.
Okay.
They play Chicago tonight at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. I don't know if you're watching, but they're right now, their season is 33-19.
Yes.
They're doing good. Jamal Murray is got to step up with his leadership. We know that.
He got his first All Star appearance too this year, so that's
Yes.
a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, look.
There you go.
When it comes to the energy of basketball, which is something that you know about,
Yes.
do you think Jamal can lead the team?
I don't think he'll have to lead the team because players are coming back. But I just feel like with Jokic and all them going out and Jamal stepping up, then he can step into that leadership role. And it's more than one leader on the team, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Just depending on if everybody plays that role. That's why we won, because everybody played their role. And if everybody plays their role in the Nuggets, they've already produced a championship. They'll bring another one here.
If pride gets
Oh,
put aside, right?
It probably gets put aside.
This is my look, and I will say this to the day that I die. All of y'all that sit there and go, the devil is in my life. What the fuck are you doing for the devil to come to you specifically is the question. Because you're not Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not even on the same level as Yahshua. But you sitting there saying that the devil will come into your life. We know that the devil was here because he spoke to Yahshua. And then after Yahshua left, all of a sudden, Rome comes around with all of these individuals, and the Templars are sent around the world to go capture
Talk
all
about
of
it.
these documents,
Talk about it.
which takes me into this book right here. There were scriptures found in South America
Yes.
by native black folks on this side of the country. Because, see, folks forget that there was this big old thing over billions of years ago called Pangea, because people don't like to use history,
Yes.
which was also known as the motherland or the garden, because all of this was once Africa.
Yes.
Let's just not play.
Yes.
Now it's been broken up and separated and earthquaked out and flooded and all of these things. So now that we're in this place, people, there's this book. I don't know if y'all have ever read it, but I do recommend it. It's about scriptures being found in South America through our native black folks that are still ancestors of black folks of Pangea, which are still, once again, the history of man is black. Um,
100.
when it comes to the Avalanche, though,
Yeah.
have you seen what they are up to?
I haven't really been keeping up with hockey. How's the Avalanche doing, man?
The Avalanche are ranked number one Central.
Oh, they are.
Oh yeah, the Avs look like they are the most dangerous team in hockey right now.
And to have the Avs, the Nuggets, and the Broncos to be so successful in
This year,
Colorado this year, and if you think about it,
the energy is so right.
The Avalanche have a championship before. The Nuggets were the ones that just got the recent championship, and the Broncos have multiple championships. So it's a successful sports town, man.
It really is. We are making some very very big moves when it comes to sports.
Yep.
Um, they they have 83 points in hockey right now. I
Okay.
don't know if anybody knows how many points that is when it comes to hockey, like in a season, like
Yeah.
83 points. And let's not play. What? How do we say Nathan McKinnon? This dude is killing it.
Yep.
Let's not play. He's killing it. Um, say that again. Look,
Oh, they did. Is he out for the year? Oh, he. Oh, he
and I
went to
do
the 17th.
apologize for my director not having a microphone or a headset yet. That's coming here in the near. Because we need. Well, we all
We didn't even
know.
mention the Rockies because we don't need to mention
Yeah,
the
we
Rockies.
not going. Well, once again, we're not even going. Yeah, we're just gonna leave them out. What about locally? We also have um what you call it? There was another team I was gonna talk about. They not in my little write up real quick. But in general, coming from the 94 hooping team though, for real.
Yes.
What what is the most exciting thing about moving forward, knowing about all of these things when it comes to sports in Colorado?
Just to have that experience, to go through it. I learned so much in my life from basketball. You know, so many life skills in basketball, practicing basketball, and to be able to be successful at something is just, and not only individually, but with more. It takes it. I was on a team, so I didn't accomplish anything by myself. It made it that much better because I was on a team, and that's why I like working with the youth because I feel like I'm a great leader and just passing my gift to the. I feel like my gift is reflection and passing my gift to the young to the kids. Like what did you do today? How'd you feel today? Let's reflect on that and talk about you and focus on you so you can grow from that.
I can dig that.
So I feel like sports help me grow. So I think sports will help other people grow too.
How do you feel about technology?
I love technology, honestly, man. To be to start off and liking music and having a Walkman or pressing record and recording to be able to get to the point now where I have a studio at the house and I can set it up and record my thoughts. I think that's what took me to the next level too was being able to. It's like when I play basketball. you would find 3 or 4 basketballs in my house. You would find a rim. I had a rim in the garage. I had it at home so I could practice. And it's good for me to go to a rec center or go somewhere and play. But to wake up and have the basketball there, I can go right at it. Same thing with the music. If I wake up and I have a thought, I can record that thought right away and come back and edit it or add another idea to it. So technology allowed us to basically bypass the gatekeepers that's in the industry, and now a lot of people can be heard that would back in the day or in the past they wouldn't have been heard because you would have had to go through too many avenues to get heard. And now, like I said, having a studio, man, I can record myself, get it mastered and edit and put it out. So I love technology.
What was that? What's the statement of what is that word? Um, it was you know how when you and your friend control something, it's called there's a saying for it. Um, when you and a group of people have the control, I can't remember what that saying is. It'll probably come back to me.
Okay, when it does, it's just
You already know. Being that we both be in the lab,
yes.
how do you feel technology wise when it comes to how people are using technology? And then, like in the beginning, you seen me with some analog
Yes, yes, yes,
and some digital
yes,
when I was making beat when I was producing then.
yes.
Right now, I'm producing semi-analog with the MPC's
Yep,
new
yep,
piece of equipment that has sound module in it,
yes.
along with Logic. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I am going to consistently be a user of those two pieces of equipment together,
Yep.
and they can complain or whatever they want to do about it. They can talk about it or whatever, whatever. It works, and I make heat.
Yes, you do.
um, how do you feel when it comes to the music production and technology right now? Do you think people are being lazy when it comes to like AI and stuff like that?
Yeah, of course, but they saying change with the times, but they're making people lazy. That ties back into the attention span where you hear people say, "Man, I went in there and just spit," and it's like I would have to re-edit and re-edit again to make sure it's perfect. And sometimes that's why it takes a while for the music to come out because I just don't want to rush something out. Because, like I said before, I believe in quality over quantity. So I think, yeah, but I think a lot of people are lazy, but that's only because technology made us lazy. I feel like, and I love it still, but there's some pros and there's some cons to technology.
People talk bad about China,
Yeah.
but when China's psychologists and psychiatrists started seeing
Yes.
what Facebook and Instagram and all of social
Yes.
media was
Yes.
doing
Yes.
to us as Americans,
Yes.
they said we need to cut this shit off. And they created their own,
Yep.
which
Don't
then
they monitor it too for their kids?
correct the mundo.
Nah, that's the key right there.
And that's one of the things that I think right there when it comes to when they say a communist country,
Yes.
I think that they mean that they're mad that China won't let capitalists control their country. I I see that as an excellent thing
Okay.
because there's no way that we can't recognize that a lot of our capitalists are some evil some bitches. Excuse
Definitely.
me for
Definitely.
saying it like that, but y'all
I
are.
mean, it's the truth.
Greed. So
And
once
isn't
again,
greed one of the seven deadly sins too?
once again,
Okay.
my
You
uh,
said pride before. I know
pride is the
pride
number
is one,
one.
and then we have greed, gluttony, lust,
Greed, lust, envy, sloth,
sloth.
anger, and gluttony.
Hey, there we go. And, we mentioned three of them in our conversation: anger, pride, and greed.
And a lot of people don't know that they work mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So to be wise enough to know when the devil is using your desires against you, remember that. If you want to complain about the devil doing something, say that the devil is invoking your desires within you to sin. And it's one of those things, mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. I used my pride used to allow me to believe that my anger was okay. So then I went on this whole little rampage once again, I wasn't going to try to kill myself. I was going to do so much destructiveness through my anger
Okay.
that they was going to have to come kill me.
Yeah. You said destructive through anger, but I feel like I said before, there's some good stuff that comes through anger too,
I'm
and
not,
that's what they don't want us to tap into.
that's, I'm not, I can't say that it comes from anger. There is something that comes from believing. There's a difference. Your love can allow you to believe in yourself so powerful that people be like, oh, this nigga's angry. Like, no, like one of the things I like about Shannon Sharp says, my goal was to be the greatest at what I was doing.
Yes.
MJ,
Yes.
both MJs.
Yes.
My goal was to be the greatest at what I did. So to some people, that could look like anger.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that was belief within themselves. We're going to even take this even further. Bruce Lee taught people to believe in themselves to the point to where even Mr. Skyhook was considered a dangerous individual because he believed in himself.
Lou Alcindor, who eventually Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You talking about the?
Correct.
Gotcha. He was in one of his movies too, in one of Bruce Lee's movies.
Correct.
Was it the one where he had to go up the steps in the different levels?
The tower, I want to call it, I can't remember, the tower of something is what they call it.
Yeah, that stands out to me because I remember seeing that when I was young.
And he put that big old foot on him.
Yeah, and the different levels that he had to go up. It was, but that was amazing. That was, it was so much storytelling in that, and so many things and subliminals and different messages you could take from that.
So many. Man, when it, oh man, so many things.
That's why it's good that the Chinese movies and the karate movies. I mean, it's about fighting, but it's so much deeper than that.
Oh my gosh!
So much deeper.
One of the things that I love about China and India is how there are laws against certain things that they make. If you do something that's a historical piece, it has to be exact historical piece because they wrote their history. They wrote it down.
Yes.
They know it. It's been told.
Yes.
And it has to be that way.
Yes. Sounds like tradition to me.
Right. Whereas we can make up some stuff when it comes to the Civil War.
Yep.
We can make up some stuff when it comes to what happened during 9/11.
We make up stuff, but I always preach this. The winner is the one that gets to write history.
Oh, yeah, that's why it's called history.
The loser is always erased, and they could have big something to do with it, but the winner always writes history, and they're going to make sure they program us to what they want us to know.
China has a whole dynasty that had been written down thousands of years ago. One dynasty was a same-sex dynasty.
Yep.
That is something that people do not want to get into because when you start to getting into the conversation of life, we start to know that there's nothing new up under the sun.
No.
It's just let's not unfortunately, colonizers did nothing but try to destroy every country's history.
Yes.
To make, I remember there's this guy, I can't remember the comedian's name, but he was like, when the British came over to India, his statement was, so they're bringing this god over here, and it was like, so what is your god's name?
Yes.
And it was like, God. And it was like, your God has to have a name. All of our gods got a name. What is your God's name? You want us to believe you, but you can't tell us your God's name. I don't think you know what you're doing because you don't know your God's name, which made sense to me because now we know the name Yahweh.
Yes.
Now we know the name Yahshua.
Yes.
And as I had to explain to somebody previously, they was like, well, Jesus is his name in English. Excuse me, you still haven't called Javier or Jesus Javier, or Jesus. Let's not play. y'all want to play stupid with somebody, and I'm not going for your stupid. However, I do know that his name is Yahweh.
Yes.
And I thank Yahweh every day, my guy. Like, man, you know yourself. I don't put my information out there in the streets like that, but you know your boy's been going through some things. I made it through some things. I had a testimony. If you've seen it on Instagram, I
Yes.
did my
Yes.
testimony.
Yeah.
But in general, um,
Hey, that leads me to too. Just a quick point. My mom always told me, if you go through something, go through it.
period.
Period. I don't care if it's negative or positive, because you grow from that. You learn from that. So whatever you go through it. Don't be scared to go through it. Go through it.
One of my cousins informed me of why they didn't want to fall in love anymore. And I said, this is about to be a deep conversation. And he goes, because I don't want to feel that level of pain
Yes.
again.
Yes.
And I totally understood what he meant. At the same time, I said, I am going to pray for you to be able to accept what you went through
Yes.
to become the
Yes.
you that you are right now.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that people don't like to do is
Oh.
go through pain
Oh.
that they can't kill with drugs and alcohol.
You remember too, a long time ago. I'm not gonna say the artist's name, but he came with one of the. I think one of the CDs was called "Pain Is Love,"
Oh my
and
God.
that's a dichotomy in itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Pain is love.
Um man, it really it's not even that pain is love. We have to grasp that without good, there is no evil. Without evil, there is no good. Without
Yes.
day, there's no night.
Yes.
Yin and yang have been made for a reason.
Yes.
We also forget that before Yahweh said, let there be light, what was Yahweh doing before he said, or excuse me, before Yahweh said, let there be light, what was Yahweh doing before there was no light? There was created in the dark. That's why, for me, when I watched the movie Insidious
Yes.
and they said, you know, there's things in the further that'll keep you there.
Yes.
In the further you go into the dark,
Yes.
the further you go into the dark, we are the only creatures that get to live on this plane of existence. And there are things that are in the dark, and
Yes.
let's not play, angels themselves used to come down here and get in trouble
Yes.
since y'all be reading y'all's book, y'all Bible so much, and y'all Bible thumpers love to just try to get people to read the Bible with you.
The temptation of the flesh, man. That's
Man,
the
oh
temptation
man.
of the flesh.
They want to experience what we experience as humans.
Yes.
You're supposed to be living life. Yahweh has angels singing to him all the time. So why are y'all brown nosing Yahweh all day with your Bible thumping and your praising? That's not what he wanted you to do. Praise him for what you're going through. When you make the wrong choice, say, you know what, forgive me.
Here's another acronym: Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Period. Basic,
Basic.
not the whole kit and caboodle.
But a lot of people can't understand. That's a whole nother topic too. A lot of people can't understand the Bible. It's not something you. It's not a book you can open and read from page 1 to.
Yeah,
It's not. It's nothing like that.
man. Knowing that that's not our show, you know what I mean? We see big tech administrations pushing these fake AIs,
Yes.
narratives, whole actual neighborhoods,
Yes.
economies struggle. How do you use technology to bypass these gatekeepers? How do we bypass these gatekeepers with what's going on?
I mean, I really don't know,
Is
man.
it misogyny? No, that's not the word.
No, it's not misogyny. I feel like in 10 years we won't. Maybe my generation will know what's real or fake, but I feel like the younger kids, they won't know what's real or fake, and then the fake will be accepted. Right now, like with the AI, I seen an AI artist, and if you don't write your music, if you don't, to me, music is about soulfulness. It's about your soul.
Connecting
It's a
to.
connecting. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear songs or hear hear beats, and right away I listen to it all day because it just takes control of me. So with the AI stuff, it's fake and it's. I mean, I really, like I said, I don't know how we bypass it because it's everywhere now.
It really is.
But I'll look at something and right away I'm like, oh, that's AI. Where I have that I have that I don't know how to explain it, but I know the difference between the fake and the real, and I think a lot of children, and let's be honest, it's for the youth because the youth are the future. So they're gonna trick them, and it's gonna be a lot of fake stuff that they're gonna have to try to look through and get through.
That's why I am happy for the countries and the states that actually have taken charge and said, your kids cannot get on social media till after age 16 or 18.
And it's a shame because the parents should be the ones. The parents should be the one monitoring their kids, but we're in a generation now of parents that I feel like they want to be the kid's friend, or they don't want the kid to get in trouble, or they don't want to humble the kid. And I feel like as a parent, that's the biggest job is to humble your kid and check them. And there's so many teachable moments that we have with our children, and we don't take advantage of them. And
I don't
uh,
believe they want to be adults when it comes, like, last week I had the conversation with brother Jeff.
okay,
There is a difference between young individuals and grown adults. You can be a young minded individual at 80 and 90 years old.
yeah,
I know functioning adults, and people be like, what do you mean functioning adults? Functioning adults don't know how to tell children, this is the reason why you don't do this.
yes,
Functioning adults go, do as I say, not as I do.
and kids are gonna do what they see.
Correct. That was one of the reasons that I used to be so pissed off at adults. I didn't really fight a lot of the youth,
Yeah,
but I fought adults. Like, if you was an adult, I would challenge the fuck out of
was
you.
it because we looked at as adults as authority because they were older than us? Is that
Because
why you?
I knew that they were fucking liars.
Okay, okay,
Especially if you was an adult and you used do as I say, not as I do.
yeah,
I hated your guts,
okay.
and I was
Another one of those cliches.
going to do everything in my power to destroy everything that you had going on. Like, it was not something that I really cared for.
Yeah,
I couldn't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, my grandfather used to tell my mom
mhm,
and my pops, if y'all would just tell this boy who his dad is,
yeah,
he'll stop acting like that.
yeah.
And you'll be able to raise this kid without all these issues.
Mhm.
But because they were functioning adults who thought they knew everything, that's the other thing that functioning
I'm gonna
adults
add
do.
that to my notes. That's a good one, man. Functioning adults. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
they believed that they was right by not telling me that, and then that made me also treat my pops
Yep.
like he wasn't shit.
Yep.
No, knowing, right?
Uh-huh.
My pops came from Sacramento, California,
Okay.
half Navajo Indian, half black. They were raised by a black man that couldn't say the words "I love you"
Man.
to his boys. He had like 10 boys.
Man.
He had 10 boys and like 6 girls or 7 girls. You know what I mean? But couldn't tell his boys "I love you." My pops didn't know how to tell us "I love you," but what he did know how to say is, "I was there
Okay.
when you were pooping your pants
Yeah.
as a little baby."
I was there changing your diaper. Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
He couldn't say "I love you."
Wow.
And for me, as an angry little boy, I'm sitting there going, "Why the fuck you keep saying that to me? Like, why are you saying that to me? Like, that doesn't even sound right. Like, what does that mean?"
Yes.
But that was him saying, "I love you," and he never ever changed his perception of us as his children.
Okay.
He said, "Them are my boys."
Okay.
The last 2 was his officially,
Okay.
but he told everybody all the time, "I have 5 boys," and we never denied him that. None of us have ever said. None of us have ever called my pops
Uh-huh.
stepdad.
Okay.
I stopped calling him dad and changed it to pops when I found out who my dad was.
Okay.
I didn't want to take away from him.
Okay.
But just like in Sanford and Son,
Yeah.
just like in Sanford and Son, we didn't. Lamont used to say he didn't know if he was pops, or I mean, Fred used to tell
Yeah. Yeah.
Lamont that he didn't know if he was his or not.
Yeah.
So he was just like always pops. He's like, why don't you ever call me dad or your father? He's like, because look, we didn't know.
Yeah.
And that's something that comes up in the community.
Yeah.
Ownership in the community right now when it comes to tech. We got Isaac Hayes III, as we was talking about earlier, with Fanbase being the owner of a black social media company. Do
Oh,
you?
Isaac Hayes is the one that owns. He runs the fan base.
Yes, Isaac
Okay.
Hayes III. Yes,
Okay. I've been seeing a lot of him because he was talking about the Grammys.
because let's not play. I I'm not going to talk bad about Isaac Hayes III. He is a very smart individual. He is a very creative individual. He is a very knowledgeable individual. My only issue is the things that we're not able to do on Fanbase that we're able to do on other social media
What
sites.
aren't you able to do on fan base?
You're not able to reshare people's stuff.
Oh, you can't.
There's not a reshare button.
So they can only see it once, or how does it work then?
That's the whole problem. They need a reshare button. So you can see people's stuff all up and down, right? But you can't hit a reshare button so other people can see it. The other thing is once again, connecting to other sites so that you can share. You can only share to like X and
Oh,
places
okay.
that you
Sir,
don't
okay.
you don't want to share it to.
Okay, I see.
And I don't comprehend that. You know what I mean? Like my brain don't work that way. I'm able to do this on other social media sites.
Yes,
So
yes.
please, just upgrade y'all stuff, fan base. Y'all are really a great company. I am really proud of what y'all are doing and how y'all are capable of doing this. We just need y'all to once again, as we say when it comes to black businesses, we just need black businesses to step up.
Yeah.
And once they step up, we will start being more dedicated to these things. Um Moving into video games. How do you feel about video games right now?
It's funny you bring that up. The last week, I think I spent. I've been playing college football 26, and it's speaking of technology. I was old school, so I'm the one that starts the game and plays the computer. But I got a PlayStation Plus subscription, and now I play online. It's so addictive to be able to load up, and somebody from I don't know who they are, they log in and we play a game, and I can hear them talking stuff through the controller. And a funny story, I was at school, and one of the boys came to me and said, "Hey, Mr. Bennett, you beat a boy here that goes here. You beat the shit out of him in the game."
Oh,
He
boy.
said he doesn't want to come up and tell you. And I'm like, well, who was it? He's like, I'm not going to tell you. And I'm like, it's crazy that I got online and I'm playing the game and I play against one of the young students, one of my young students in the school, and he doesn't want to tell me that we played. And it's funny to me too because I'm a gamer, so I'm playing 4 quarters. Their attention spans where they might play good 2 quarters and then they start doing dumb stuff like 4th and 1 on the 20, so they go for it. And it's like, hey man, use your common sense. You're gonna give me a touchdown.
You done put them in their field.
You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and a couple of them won't even log on and play. Man.
You done got these niggas in their fields.
That's what it's competition, though, man. And like I said, he said, Mr. Bennett, he don't even want to come tell you, man. And I said he don't want me to know what his name is because I might play him again, but I am addicted. In fact, as soon as I leave here, I'm probably gonna go get on 2026 because it's something about being able to tap in and play somebody else and just test your game skills, man.
And you on PlayStation. So are you
PlayStation 5.
got do you still play NBA?
Of course. But right
And
now, you know how it works, man. I told you I'm seasonal. So football's in right now as far as Super
got you.
Bowl. So I'll
So
be on Madden and college football. And
got
when
you.
basketball playoffs start, I'm setting up the playoffs and trying to do the playoffs, man.
Got you.
Yep.
You know me, I'm an open world guy. I do things like GTA.
Yes, I
You know what I
love them too.
mean?
I love them too. It's just like I said,
The
it's a
Division.
season for everything, and I'm sports season right now.
Yeah, Elder Scroll,
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption. I'm a
Yeah.
Battlefield junkie though.
Yes.
Division and Battlefield, like those two games. I don't know why I'm such a junkie when it comes to those two games.
Yep.
Red Dead Redemption
Yeah, that's the shooting
2.
game too. That's the shooting
Oh yeah.
game.
Red Dead, but see, like Red Dead Redemption 2, they did so amazing with
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah.
You can sit in that game and just get on a horse and just ride the
It
horse
just roamed. It just roamed
and listen to everything, every sound,
yeah.
all the like the only thing that you really hear that's really outrageous is a horn from a train.
Okay.
And that's something that's a form of peace that they had back in the day that you don't even think about.
No, of course
Like
not.
you hear so much
Yes.
in video games.
Yes.
But to play a video game that actually gives you a form of serenity from just like there's a waterfall that's on the other side of this big old train track, and you can go sit on the train track or go sit at the waterfall, and then only time you hear anything outside the waterfall in nature is when that train is over the bridge. And it's like,
It's just so realistic too, man. It's
oh my God,
it's
they
so
just
realistic, man. That it's ridiculous.
Red Dead Redemption.
And I remember the Atari. I remember Atari. The tank. I remember the tank game was like, and then Sega Genesis. I had great football, great basketball, great baseball, but they all moved so slow from double dribble to technical. And now to see the game, it's like real life. It's like real life animation, man, for real. With the celebrations, the like you said, roaming through cities.
One of the most hurtful things that hurt me when it came to video games was freaking Nintendo. When Nintendo stopped making violent games and mature games,
I guess the
that
violent games came back though.
I well they understood that people should be able to do what they do on a video game. That's the thing that I'm grasping, which is great. And you know what I mean? It's still entertaining. I just want them to once again bring me back in there because they did the best work when it came to graphics. Let's not play.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a lot of the reasons why we was on Nintendo in general.
Yep.
The narrative shift since 2005, it's like the alpha narrative, the man of the word is disappearing from games. Is it a reflection of the US economy, or where are we when it comes to owning our own, when it comes to our own points of view in video games and like, so you know how tech companies control the video game narratives as well.
Yes, they control everything.
Right. So when it comes to our community, are we going to have to start building our own gaming worlds and stuff?
I would say we need to build our own worlds and everything because they're not for us and they're not going to benefit us the way we can do it if we do it ourselves and express ourselves and put our stuff out there the same way. But the only thing about that is it takes that green paper, that money. It takes that money. Kanye said something that always stood out to me. Good music, getting out our dreams. Man, do you know how many people have blueprints, dreams, plans, all kind of stuff that it would be groundbreaking, but nobody will ever hear about it because they don't have no money. They don't have no money to present the illusion to or present their idea. So you need money for the delusion and the illusion, and we don't have the money to mass produce that. And they have the money to mass produce that. That's why they always gonna get us.
That's where that statement comes. How, Sway? How, Sway?
Yes.
I'm Kanye hurt a lot of people. Kanye hurt a lot of people.
Yep.
We're moving into entertainment so we can talk about this.
Got you.
Kanye hurt a lot of people.
He hurt a lot of people though, but only because of our worship. Nobody a musician is not your idol, man. But we're taught because we see him with the money and with the influence, so we start acting like we know these people. There's another cliche. There's another statement: never meet your hero, because after you meet him, they won't be your hero. I even think about as far as I'll take sports for example. When you're young and you watch, you buy into this. Literally, Super Bowl players. You see these men on the field, and then the commercial comes on, and they have deodorant and shaving cream and drinks and food. So we buy into them and we believe in them so much, and then we grow up. If you get a chance to grow up, and then you get to a point, you're like, wait a minute, uh, he's just like me, and why is he trying to sell me something? It's really not him, but it's like the more popular somebody is, it's more consumer and more products. But that's only for kids because as you get older, you start to see, just like now with sports, it's so much betting going on. There's no way that it could be real.
We don't realize how much of this is is a plan. Scarface told us they smart boy. Y'all niggas better watch y'all ass. And then there's a sample that comes on in the back
Yes.
who he's telling us about. Goody Mob.
Yes.
Goody Mob and them, when I was in college, would always be hanging out on the AUC and around the AUC
Okay.
and in Little 5 Points.
Okay.
Oh,
they had the 5 points in Atlanta too.
It's Little 5 Points.
Little 5 points.
Yeah, Little 5 Points.
Okay.
They would always talk about how the man was going to eventually come and take our guns, and then eventually they was going to come knocking on our doors like they doing right now,
Man.
and taking people away that are the leaders of the next generation.
Yes.
For me, I believe that was the whole purpose in indictments. The niggas that got indicted, not to say that some of y'all didn't go to jail for some reasonable reasons, but the soldiers got indicted. And that was an issue. So when it comes to when people be like, oh, we're giving cheers and props to these niggas that are
Yeah.
the indicted niggas, right?
Yep.
We're not talking about the ones that made young mistakes.
Okay.
The indicted niggas were the soldiers.
Yep.
When they took the soldiers off the streets, we took also a level of street law off the street.
Talk about it. Because what is the street law now? It's so crisscrossed. It don't make sense, man. But once again, too, it depends on if you're liked and who likes you. I will look past that.
Oh yeah.
If somebody else does it, it's like, man, we can't believe he did that. And it's like the voices that control the narratives. They get paid to control the narratives because there's a certain message that they want to be out there, and the message is not real.
One of the things that used to irritate me was when I was running the streets and a lot of these niggas was at Tulo's when I was coming to grab something from Tulo.
Yep.
A lot of these niggas was sitting there playing video games with Tulo,
Of course.
but they were supposed to be in the streets.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to sit here and figure out, if it wasn't for some of y'all's peoples, y'all wouldn't have been able to act the way that y'all act in these streets.
Of course.
Especially some of these niggas that say that they running things and doing things right now.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was at church with some of y'all niggas trying to not be in the streets and found out that y'all niggas is even worse because y'all lying to not only yourselves, but y'all lied to the niggas around you. Y'all saying that y'all's friends, and y'all go back to y'all's bitches and tell y'all's females,
Pillow talking.
Telling them shit about your homies.
Yes. Knowing the
that
females
they don't
gonna
even
go.
know that you saying, and your homegirls is going back to wherever they work because they're the ones with the jobs
And talking.
and they telling all your business
Yep.
to other homies
Yep.
that you didn't even know, because once again, y'all don't want to be truthful with yourself. Now, I'm not speaking about outside of Colorado.
Okay.
I am speaking about Colorado. Period, point blank, because I know where the real niggas is.
Yep.
And the real niggas is still out there making it happen.
Yes.
They just doing it silently because
Hey, my next statement was bad boys moving silence. All the talking
real.
and promoting and you don't
They
market,
not.
man. You
They
just
not.
move in silence and handle your business, man.
Period,
Because the
point
more
blank.
you start talking, then you're gonna have people watching you and looking out for what you're doing. The perfect example is American Gangster.
My nigga.
Perfect example is American Gangster. Denzel, when he put on the fur coat, His wife brought him the fur coat. They went to the fight. If he didn't have on that fur coat, the feds and all the police, they wouldn't even pay attention to him. But your boy Frank, what was his name?
Lucas,
Frank Lucas
my
walked in.
people's people.
His wife got him the mink or the whatever it was, and he walked in, and dude said, "Who was he?"
All because of some pussy told him to wear it.
That's always gonna be the end.
Do you
Hey,
understand?
Nas has a song right now. After we done with this, go listen to it. Pussy killed me. He looks at it from the angle and said, "Pussy killed me." That's
But
the
see,
downfall of us, of a lot of us, man. Is that
it's because, once again, we forget that man has been failing woman since Adam. The
man,
statement that Adam told God, why did you partaketh in this fruit? He said, well, it was the woman that you gave me. I keep telling people, guys have two fundamental levels. Our bottom level is dumb smart. For real. That is the things that we have been educated to do or trained to do. We're good at those things naturally. We will not be destructive as long as we are trained and educated in the proper ways to be better people. Our top line, smart, stupid.
Man.
Every lie a guy ever thought about was the most destructive thing that they have ever done in their lives to someone around them or to themselves.
Yes.
Females, my grandmama used to say, baby, all women is crazy.
Man. Hey, is it funny that the grandmas and your mom, the older they get, they don't mind sharing that knowledge, but they don't tell you that when you're young, they let you go through it to see. And then I reflected like a lot with my mom about women. So she's always like, I don't know. My mom always says, I don't know how men do it. Like women is, and I'm just like, damn, mom, like you're right.
Once again, though, we have to grow into these individuals. We had elders who had elders who had elders.
We don't have that anymore.
Right. We used to talk to our ancestors.
Yes. And you know the two people we ignore?
And now it's sacrilege.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you talk to your elders.
You're right.
But yet y'all talk to Jesus.
You're right. You're right.
Y'all don't know that individual's dead.
You're right.
You dumb sons of bitches.
And they talk to Jesus and pray on Jesus too in the time of need. But if you open the basic instructions before leaving earth, it's all negative. If the first 3 pages says in a time of need, in a time of disbelief, in a time of what about the uplifting of it?
Once again,
there's no scriptures when it in a time of happiness, in a time of joy. I miss those, but it's always something where it's a negative feeling or emotion.
That is those so-called New Age Christians. They always going through something. I can go some days and not have issues because I'm doing what God told me to do. Yahweh told me one. Same thing that Yahshua kept telling everybody when he said, don't praise me, praise our Father.
Yes.
We're not even supposed to be praying to Yahshua. And these folks can't. This is that comprehension thing.
Yes.
How do you not comprehend to not pray to somebody, pray to their Father?
Yep.
How is it not common sense? Don't worship me, worship our Father.
You just said common sense. I have a line in one of my songs. I say, common sense out the window, more victims on the menu.
Oh my gosh, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Common sense is out the window, so there's more victims on the menu, and we love playing the victim role. We all love being the victim. We'll find a way for us to be the victim and get the violin out. And here's my sad song, and it's like, nah, man, you responsible for your actions. Don't cry wolf now. You're not the victim.
You know, Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan broke Oscar records with 16 nominations for Sinners.
Yeah.
Broke the record.
Yeah.
They still try to say that Michael B. Jordan didn't do a good job.
Of course not. They're always
once again.
They're gonna downplay that, man. But
because we got to be like super whacked out crackheads. We got to pull Monique's
to get that role, to get that win. Look at Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
Oh yeah, we got to
with Billy Bob. Look at Denzel. There's no way in hell Denzel doesn't get the Oscar for his representation and his portrayal of Malcolm X.
Correct.
But he gets it for the dude. Oh, King Kong ain't got fucking shit on me,
Training Day.
nigga.
Yeah.
But he gets it for Training Day.
And his wife even told him, I hate you.
Yeah,
I hate you.
for that role that he played both twin brothers and just the whole how they downplay Sinners. But I read somewhere Sinners is one of the new movies that's original that's breaking box office records because usually they go with what traditional movies where they already know it's gonna make some money, where it's the sequel or the prequel or the Sinner
I'm
stands on
glad
its own, man.
Ryan Coogler said there ain't gonna be no sequel.
Yep.
I'm glad that he's keeping it away from you white people.
Yes.
All of you white people in Hollywood, that he is not allowed to get into that.
Yes.
I am happy and thankful that there is somebody standing on business taken away from y'all, because that is what y'all have been doing to us for a very long time. I'm not talking about the ones like Brother Jeff had reminded me. There was white people that grew up in this area with black folks.
Yeah, of course.
And we considered them black folks because there was no way that them white folks was just as poor as us
Yes.
in this neighborhood.
Exactly.
There was no way that the Hispanics was not black folks because they was just as poor as us. And I want to commend Brother Jeff on that statement. When it comes to entertainment and comedy, have you seen that Cat Williams got one coming out on the 10th?
Yeah.
You ready for it?
Of course.
Oh my gosh. You think he's gonna drop some?
He always does, man. It's to me the power in the comedy, man. I'll bring up Eddie Murphy. When I was young, I watched Delirious and I watched Raw. Do you know every time I watch Delirious or Raw, I laugh at something different that I didn't catch before I watched it, and that's the brilliance of Eddie Murphy. Martin Lawrence, same way. You so crazy. When they get on stage, I can watch this and watch it 3 times, and every time I'm taking something different or laughing at something different than it. With Cat Williams, his shit is just straight real, like, and to me, that's how you can release the real shit in a cartoon, or it has to be a comedy. So as far as comedy, yeah, I'm making a joke about what's really reality so we could laugh about it. Because if we couldn't laugh about it, man, we'd probably be trying to kill each other because of the reality of it. So let's make a joke about it. And from Cat Williams' little interview he had with Shannon Sharp, how he just start dropping gems and everybody's like, oh, he lying or he's making this up. And 2 years later, everything's coming into what he was speaking on, man.
Do you think he's the last that's speaking the truth on the industry?
Um, I don't think he's the last, but I think he's the last one that'll get as much coverage or attention as he is. I don't think anybody could come now and do that and blow up or get a lot of attention from it. Cat Williams he already had a name and he had already built up a little reputation with us and with the media and with the world. But there's not gonna be nobody else that comes up like that because it's too much, it's just too many cameras and too much attention on things now for somebody to come up like that.
Um, when it comes to uh what's going on right now, when it comes to music,
Yep.
Boyz II Men and Tony Braxton just showed out a sold out show in Chicago on Wednesday.
Okay.
Do you think Classic Energy is back?
I don't think it ever left. I just don't think it's highlighted. I think it's certain music is highlighted. That timeless music is never going nowhere, man.
I believe that's why a lot of the youth are listening to everything before 2005,
Yep.
because in general it still had a soul.
Yeah.
It still told what was going on in
Yes.
the times.
Yes. Yes.
One of the things that was really impressive to me was how the FBI was so scared of Aretha Franklin
Yes.
singing a
Yes.
freedom
Yes.
song.
But see, these people, we don't know about these stories. That's why it's good you highlighting that right now, Yella. We don't know, man. Back in the day, they represented through the music, and they did whatever the hot issues and current event was going on. They addressed it, man. It wasn't all the smoke and mirrors and make believe and fairy tale shit.
And that's why I don't listen to a lot of the new stuff
You can't.
unless it really hits home. You will not see me
Unless you're a
playing.
new listener, there's no way you listen to the new stuff. If you were blessed to hear the past or hear a soulful or musical or some real music, right now you can listen right away 2 minutes in and say, "Oh, what is this, man?" What? And then you could put some classic, timeless music on, and you'll get lost in it, man. The other day I was listening to Stevie Wonder. These 3 words.
My nigga, I'm gonna just say this. I've been seeing people talk about um I've been seeing people talk about being old and in hip hop. I'm gonna just let y'all know. First off, a lot of us didn't even know that we was going to live this fucking long
Real
as
talk.
street niggas. Do
Real,
you understand?
real talk.
We did not plan. Street niggas did not plan 30s, 40s, 50s.
And it's only because we heard so much. Hey man, you'll be lucky if you make it to 21.
Correct.
You'll be lucky if you make it to 22, man. You so it's like we feel like we need to do everything early. We don't ever think we're gonna see 50 years or 40 years, 45 years. It's impossible to us.
That goes right into a USB port right down there. We don't realize that in general, we wasn't supposed to make it to this age.
Yes.
Like in and for individuals to be like, oh, you's not supposed to be 50, 60, 70-year old rapping. Who the fuck are you? Where the fuck did you come from that you can allow yourself to say, we don't belong in this industry at this age group? Like, I don't give two fucks. You, Yasberg, Jay-Z, Nas, motherfucking Scarface, T.I., 8 Ball, MJG, Lupe Fiasco, E40,
Yes.
motherfucking Ice Cube. If I can see y'all being pushed around a stage at motherfucking 60, 70, and 80 and 90 years old, guess what? I am going to pay for a ticket. Okay?
Yep.
I will pay front row.
I sent you a video the other day with Tony Braxton, Boys the Men, the New Edition. They was all dancing together, and they Will Wanye up in the wheelchair. He's in the wheelchair, still doing his little dance in the wheelchair.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I know
I
exactly
will.
what you're saying.
I am going to support. Smokey Robinson still gets his motherfucking ass out there and performs. I don't know who the fuck y'all think y'all are nowadays when it comes to entertainment, but
they don't do it. They don't do it in any other genre.
Y'all are not the end all say all.
No.
Period.
No.
Y'all are the individuals that are ruining.
They haven't lived
everything.
They haven't lived enough years to be even making statements like that. They
For
don't have
real.
enough life experience to even. Come on, man.
And that be the problem, especially like when folks be like, "You ain't out in the streets." You're right. You're not out in the streets. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. If you're not out there in the streets, especially since COVID, COVID scared a lot of y'all pussy niggas to stay inside and be the pussy niggas that y'all be. And I'm going to tell you, I call you pussy niggas because a woman made that word long time ago for just laying there and taking dick.
Wow.
Pussy don't do nothing but lay there and take dick. A woman does more than what a pussy does. Remember that. Remember that. All right. That's my rant for that. I do apologize. How does Ethan Hunt's sound serve as an antidote to all of the bullshit music out there?
Because it's a message behind it. There's something behind it that you can stand on. When I make my songs, maybe when I started out, I didn't purposely do it. But as I start writing, I would be like, Dave, they have to leave with at least 3 things that challenge them or 3 things they think about or have to research when they listen to one of your songs. So that's what, when I listen to it, I'm like, I want them to take something from this, whether it be a bar, whether it be analogy, a metaphor. I want them to take something from this, and that's why you probably have to be a little older to listen to my music. And the more you listen, you can't listen to it twice and be like, oh yeah, nah, man, you're gonna have to listen to it. And I wish I could sit there and with you and break it down if you had a question like, well, what did you mean right here? Like, because I love making music because I'm highlighting how I think, how my mind works. And I know damn well my mind is not working like 75% of people in this world. It might be 25% that'll hear me and be like, hey man, I know exactly what he's saying. You being one of them where we'll make a song or connection and you'll come back and be like, hey man, right there, I know what you meant. And it's just like, damn.
I have always worked off of energy, but I've also been afraid of that energy because when I used to close my eyes, I would see people's energy, and that would scare the shit out of me. Like I was seeing a ghost or something.
Yella, imagine when we was in school if they didn't teach us that we was individuals, that we in humans, that we were just energy. So you have positive energy and you have negative energy. And I'm positive, and there's this beautiful girl. She's so pretty, and she's so pretty. with my eyes, I'm looking at her with my eyes.
Your eyes will deceive you.
But honestly, if I look deeper, she's a negative charge. So
Right.
why is a positive charge getting with a negative charge? I might see another girl and she might not be as beautiful or looker as that the other pretty girl,
Right, because
but
folks looking
she's a
for
positive
aesthetics.
charge. And what if I got with that positive charge? What would we be able to produce?
Oh my gosh. Look, let's not play. I was watching what's that? There's this Hell's Paradise.
Okay.
It's an anime.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you to check it out.
You said Hell's Paradise?
Hell's Paradise.
I'm checking it out.
There is a description of people of what they have naturally in them. It's yin and yang. It's
see what I'm saying?
It's chi.
Come on.
But when the way that they explained it, the way that the way that they clarify it,
yes,
the first thing it made me think about was my sensei who called me the fire dragon of the West. He said, "You will burn down everything around you." Yes. Being born year of the dragon.
Yes.
He said, until you learn to control that flame and make it a blue one, he says you are going to continuously be so destructive that you don't just burn you, you will burn everything around you. And I was like, none of that shit made sense.
Of course not.
And then all of a sudden, I'm watching that anime, and it was like,
light bulb went off.
It validated that Yahweh brought a love into my life for not to beg for a cure to life or anything like that, but for a reason to fight harder in this life.
Period.
Not for them.
Yes.
But for Yahweh to be thankful to be in this time, in this place, to show that there are champions.
Yes.
And be one.
Period.
I have failed so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh has tried to move me away. The first time I can say Yahweh tried to move me away from being an angry individual was the first time I met a guy by the name of Jared Peters. He was Reverend James D. Peters' son.
Okay.
He was like, it was all natural, and I didn't understand what all natural meant when it comes to Yahweh. Naturally, Yahweh will bring the right people around you, and you will end up crossing the right people's paths if you pay attention to the natural and meet everything and be with everything that you're supposed to be with. But if you are forcing something, it is one of the 7 deadly, starting with your pride.
Yes.
Your pride never lets you believe that you're wrong. Remember this.
Yes.
Mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally, your pride will never let you believe that you are wrong. You'll never humble yourself as a human being. You'll never admit what your sins are. I tell people all the time, my sins are pride, anger, and sloth.
Okay.
Mentally, sloth fucks me up because I will not think before I say certain things to certain people that are not beneficial.
Yes.
If it doesn't come out of balance, then it shouldn't be said. Some things that I would say just didn't need to be said.
Yeah.
But I would say them as my son would say.
That's the ego.
By the way, that was pride. Yep. My son would say, you would cuss somebody out and watch their soul drop from their body and then continue.
Do it.
No. Continue on that same person.
Okay, yeah.
So not only just watch their soul drop out to where the point where they would either want to kill you or they would just lose themselves.
Yep.
And I said that when he told me that, I was like, oh my God, that hurts. But yeah, the Crown Prince's birthday was last week. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't put their business out in the street neither, because once people know who they can fuck with, they be like, for real, they think that they can go after that individual. And I'll be like, look, if you don't want a dragon to come blowing raging fire,
You better watch out.
just watch who you fuck with.
Yes.
Period, point blank. If you fuck with anybody that I follow or that follows me and that I consider somebody close in my life, just understand this. If you push them to a limit, I have a limit too. Ecclesiastics.
Man. Yes.
Period, point blank. uh moving on to this closing out of the show.
Okay.
We have talked about everything from 2005 all the way up to now.
That's usually how our conversations go too. We'll go from one subject to the other subject. If somebody else is watching, or they'll be like, "Man, they jumping subjects," but we understand, and that's always been our connection.
Oh yeah. We when it comes to this era, do you think we can motivate people to avoid the smoke and mirrors now? Or are we at or is this it? Like, you know how some people like say, it's the end of the world. I'll be like,
I'll do it every day, man. And one of the biggest things about me being David Bennett and Ethan Hunt, and with the Mission Impossible, is I get to work with the youth, man.
and
And the
not
youth is
yeah,
the ones that's open. They hold no record of wrong and right. So they're the perfect ones to be the vessel for me to, hey, check this out. And they listen, man. And I had so many boys and girls thank me and say, Mr. Bennett, just thank you. And I'm like, nah, thank you for accepting my message, because you don't have to accept my message.
that part.
But the longer they live, they'll come to me like, Mr. I had so many middle school boys that go to high school, and I see them and they come back like, Mr. Bennett, you was right. And I'm like, no, I wasn't right. I just got to experience it before you did. And I'm blessed to share my story with you and my experiences. So now you can see, and it's like, that's the buy-in, because they like, man, Mr. Bennett, you're right. And I'm like, it's not about being right. It's just about experiencing and about taking somebody else's story and learning from that. Like with Bruce, that happened to Bruce. Before that happened to Bruce, do you know how much I learned from Bruce every day? And this is a young man that's younger than me, but I accepted Bruce for who he was, and I didn't care about her age. So Bruce is one of my teachers.
As we close out, I would like for us as black people in Colorado, as people of color in Colorado, black, brown,
Puerto Rican and Haitian, like
for real, like
Zulu Nation.
as people of Colorado, I think it's time for us to start looking inward.
Preach, Yella.
We need to start doing things that are based off of our MVPs, our morals, values, and principles,
Preach, Yella.
because that's where integrity lies, is in morals, values, and principles. That allows us to once again live in a form of grace and forgiveness, because that is what a lot of people need. And instead of the pipeline to prison,
Yes.
we need to first allow people grace to be able to say what they're going through, admit their emotions, admit their weaknesses,
Yes.
admit their flaws,
Yes.
and not judge them for it. Okay. Second, when you lead with grace, you're allowing yourself to not just forgive yourself
Yes.
for what you would have said about those individuals, you are forgiving those individuals. One of the things I keep talking about is how people say, oh, this person hurt me because I was in love with them and they broke my heart. No, you did that to yourself.
Thank you.
Stop placing blame on others. Look inward. Look at what your sin is when it came to that individual. Was it after your pride, because it's you who's in the wrong?
Yep.
After pride, your greed, your lust, your envy, your sloth, your anger, or your gluttony.
Yes.
Those are the things that are affecting you. Those are the things that the devil uses against you.
Yes.
Those are your issues.
Yep.
Those are called desires. And that's all the devil does is, what is your desire? And if you can't admit your desire, you are living in a state of confusion and deception, and that is the devil's playground. With that being said, is there anything you want to leave out here with?
All I want to leave with is I keep hearing, we outside, I'm outside. I need people to go inside. And that's the only way you're going to find yourself, because we keep talking about outside and you're never going to find out who you are as long as you're going outside. It's time to go inside. And if you get that, you understand where I'm coming from.
Amen. With that being said, I am your host, Chris Diggins. This is Ethan Hunt, aka David Bennett.
Thank you for having me.
Behind the cameras, we have Jameer Young. Thank you. Thank you. You are always one of the greatest back there behind the scenes, even though we don't have a microphone on you so we can get you involved. We're going to get this microphone thing for you next week. I will make sure that there is a microphone for you along with some headsets. Everybody, conversation rules a nation, but action speaks louder than words. We are going to end with that. And once again, I thank y'all for all of y'all who have participated. Y'all could have done something else. All y'all that like, share, follow, subscribe, I thank you. All of y'all that support your boy, even on my regular page, I thank y'all. I love y'all. Once again, shout out to all the families, and y'all have a great rest of your day. I'm out. We out.
It's for the people, that voice that you can speak to. Something you can find to when you know trouble sees you. Something that can equal the soaring like an eagle. No more gasoline, baby, yeah, pouring the diesel. This might be the cure that cure up your heart disease. Or it may be the cure to befriend all your enemies. Something to make you cry. Here, you can use my sleeve. Put your head on my shoulder. Yeah, you can cry to me. Listen to every word and show my sympathy. You a hummingbird, well, like it's meant to be. Standing on the curb, yeah, this my 4OC. And now I bet you heard that they've been a friend to me. Count on every word I'm speaking to you is true. God showed me love, and honestly, I'm the fool for not listening to his teachers, teaching us how to reach us, showing us how to beat them, and listening to his preachers. For the people that don't know how to sing, I'ma represent for the people who don't have a thing. I'ma be that bell that rings to get your angel wings, and I'ma do it for the people by any means. This for the people that don't know how to sing. I'ma represent for the people who don't have a thing. I'ma be that bell that rings to get your angel wings, and I'ma do it for the people by any means. Now I keep this in, listen. And this for you. It's just let you know that we coming and y'all coming. We coming together. We gon' fly individually. I'm telling y'all. This the cure right here. It's the cure cancer.